Revenge films.
I'm Mary, living with my husband Landon. We both liked children and wanted one as soon as we got married. Having children is expensive, so we planned to continue working to save some money until we got pregnant. So that's what we did for 2 years. Savings were looking good, but we couldn't get pregnant. One day Landon suggested,
"Let's get tested."
I thought I was healthy, and I never thought there was something wrong with me, but I got tested as he suggested. The results showed that I was the type not to conceive a child easily. I was shocked to hear that, but they said treatments are available, so I told Landon about it. But to my surprise, he told me this coldly.
Damn it, you can't get pregnant!
I was shocked at his attitude and couldn't come up with a word to say. He continued,
There's no guarantee with that treatment, right? It'll just be a waste of money if you don't get pregnant. I don't agree with it. Oh, I wish I'd known. If I'd known about your condition, I wouldn't have married you in the first place.
He walked out of the room and never looked me in the eye again. He started going out socially more and spending less time at home. I was annoyed with his attitude, and one day I confronted him. What's wrong with you lately? You have changed a lot since infertility was found.
How dare you accuse me of that? It's your fault! I don't want to be with an infertile woman! Go away!
He said terrible things like this. I couldn't hold my tears anymore, but he just said,
I just said the truth!
And left the room. Since then, all I thought about was divorce. I saw his true self and wanted to get a divorce as soon as possible, but I couldn't just leave him for nothing. I suffered from this infertility as much as him, if not more. How could he blame it on me when it's not my fault? I was deeply hurt by his heartless words over and over again, and I couldn't forgive him for that. I wanted him to make amends. I decided to consult a lawyer and followed his advice. I started journaling and wrote down every terrible thing he said to me. I encouraged him to lash out and recorded it. Then I took it to my attorney with Landon's words, such as,
You're useless. Get lost.
He considered them abusive and said I could sue him. Then I immediately filed for a divorce. When he came home, I showed him the divorce papers and he casually said,
Oh, you want a divorce, huh?
So I said, yes, and you'll be responsible for the abuse you caused me. Landon just signed the papers in front of me emotionlessly. Since we had some savings for the child care, compensation may not have been a big deal for him. Our divorce was quick and simple, and I was awarded most of our savings. That helped me a lot with the expenses of moving and restarting my life. I continued working and went on with my life with my social circle. 2 years later, I met someone special. He was in the same badminton club I was in, and we found each other compatible. His name is Mick, and he asked me out one day. After 2 years of dating, he proposed to me and we got married. He was understanding about my infertility. I told him that I still wanted my child and infertility treatment, and he was all for it. That gave me hope that I might still have a child of my own after a long while. About 3 years into treatment, I was approaching my 30th birthday. I went to a clinic one day because I wasn't feeling well. Then it turned out that I was pregnant. I couldn't hold the news for another minute and called Mick at work immediately. We were both overjoyed and started crying. The following year, we were blessed with a beautiful baby boy, and 2 years later, I got pregnant again without the treatment. We, a family of 4, were living very happily. One day, we all went to a mall, and somebody called my name from behind. It was my ex, Landon.
Hey, long time no see. Are they adopted children? Poor thing. We're a family of 5, my wife and our 3 children. I love my biological children. They're the best.
he said proudly. Behind him was his wife, looking down awkwardly. I said, "They're my biological children. I'm with my family now. Please leave me alone." We decided to get some sweets to distract ourselves from it. I was in line at a sweet shop when Landon's wife, Terry, approached me. "Can I talk to you for a minute?" "What can I do for you?" Then she opened her mouth uncomfortably. "It may not be appropriate to tell you something like this, but I've been suffering from my husband's verbal abuse for a long time. I want to divorce, but I just can't split. I've been told so many horrible things that just leaving him won't justify. My hair is falling out from the stress." She asked me for advice because she didn't want to take the loss one-sidedly. So I told her what I did based on my attorney's help. She also asked for my contact info and I gave it to her. "Thank you. I will try them." And she returned to her family. "Don't give up," I said to her back. 2 months later, Terry sent me a message and wanted to meet me at a nearby cafe. She looked better than the last time I saw her. She thanked me as soon as she saw me. "Our divorce is final now." She told me she kept journaling and recording every nasty thing Landon said to her, just like I did, which made it easy for her to get compensation from him. Since Landon paid compensation to me, he had no savings when they got married, so he couldn't afford compensation this time. Besides, he has 3 children to support now. After the second divorce, Landon was in a bad condition financially. They still had a mortgage and payments fell behind. The house was foreclosed and Landon was blacklisted. He couldn't take out a loan and had no choice but to turn to a loan shark. Now he owes them more than $100,000. Desperate, Landon asked Terry for mercy.
"Please, forgive me. They'll end me!"
He begged her for forgiveness. Terry, after years of receiving nasty words, wasn't so quick to forgive him and closed the door behind her. Terry and her 3 children are happily living in her parents' house now. I thought the karma would happen to him one day, but he had fallen deeper than I expected, and I felt pity for him. Well, he had to learn his lessons. As I moved on with my life with my children and my loving husband, my wound healed gradually, and I'm fully recovered now. Although I want to erase my memories of Landon if I could, still, it was a good decision to get a divorce and get compensated. I know I'm really fortunate to have my family now.
How was today's video? If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Stay tuned for more.